for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, get on the weight room.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's how we play, folks. Keep playing.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 65 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Reset. 19. Black spot 4. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll toss it to Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm here all day. Let him go. 56. Let him go.
Throwing on third down. Watson trying to lay one up deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Watson, the quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Texans have cut it to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now out comes Houston. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 46 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brandon Dunn Able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 12, fellas, here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
Who's set? 19! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Who's set? 19! Mike 4. Yeah, I got you.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
50 set. 19!
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time moves. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight is really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby!
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Pressure coming. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, Carter. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. First, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Mike, this is it. 19.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
57. 19. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Again, it's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. 59 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 24. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Texans first down.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and 6. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Here we go.
A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Houston.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw, Watson stepping up. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
21.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Now Watson, from the gun, he'll throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
This is it. 19. Check 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go.
Now a first down throw. Watson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that. Let's go, D.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here comes Carter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson, operating from the gun, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Watson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Third and 2, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Black 80!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Check 50. Check 50.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Yeah, they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Alert 3. 11.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
I smell fear in that offense.
11.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. What do you need?
It's been a long day for you. Tie that left, tie that left. Four down.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tie that right. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 50.
White.
Check 55 to Mike.
Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Reset. 19. Mike 56.
So don't say nothing.
Watson now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Check 41. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the
Two. 12. Hot.
Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Set. 19. March 56. 65. 65. And I'm go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the rest I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the set. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see you the best though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that mean pesos. Hit your sauce on replace though.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator, go!
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, full of points and guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got
Ready,
him
set.
hot. Hey, man can't ball like
Recon,
this, man,
130,
Lord.
cut.
Pass the big skin, stretching distance. I'm talking 200,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count
Come
it
on,
up.
set.
Hey,
8,
hundreds and
3.
50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on
Shoot.
them. Hey, she wanna like me cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up mine, she like girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Put it
Go.
on the board,
50,
like a
play.
score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
Let's go.
30 on my wrist, 1 point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 Ready? minute bag, Hello, that's a cut out. big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, ready? Big numbers.
Big grip,
100
big
minute
grip.
bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's
Let's
a
go.
big number.
65. Ready.
How many of y'all came to win?
Get it.
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. No, I'm coming right. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean.
Here we go. Set. 15. Lock down.
Drop when I drop. Yeah, this shorty, she support. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better. You will
On the
never
set.
find.
Let's go.
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the
Down.
west side. Ready
10
try.
two star.
Different vibe. It's you down the ride.
Hit it.
Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. What you got? Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Set, ready?
On the job.
Huh.
You see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need to feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace
Go
up the
now.
shoes,
9-2.
what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the beat. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the blues. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do,
Head up.
lace up my
8.
shoes,
Let go.
chase W's, great colored coats. Uno, no truly number 2. MVP the league more valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my
Head up.
sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like two
Ready,
boxes
ready.
to throw up. Forget it,
70,
might as well
Indy.
forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me.
Big
Naturally,
grip,
I chose
big
to
grip.
have it. Competition never matched. We ain't go together like camouflage and orthodox. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They
Come
plan
on,
on
set.
winning for the
5.
wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Go.
That. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle
Shit.
hard on the job. You see that? On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. bad. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Make
Here we go. Ready, ready?
What I do? Make something shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Make something shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ready? 18 Gator, now. Okay, break. Huck, go. Let's go.
Why you do that?
Hit it.
Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You
Here we
ain't
go, here we go. 50.
too
Hut.
bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Here we go.
48
Set.
yards,
10.
run it back.
Shoot.
I cop a car, run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check call.
Down.
Let me
Set, go.
let my tag talk. Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back to
Set,
win
ready?
the straight.
15,
You don't make no clap
line
back
it.
when you back
59.
my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go.
Right.
Clap. That's flat to the money low. I'ma put it around that when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct
Got it.
hit. I'm sad like who's
Big
that?
grip, big grip.
My win, yo. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a lemon.
Let's go now. 5.
She said she not a. She an. Ooh, why you do that like that?
Yeah,
It's a lot
30
of
base.
money. Why are you mad?
General
like
West,
that?
get it.
Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bag.
Set. 9. Ready, ready?
Same day, I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo.
Ready up.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
61. Match now.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash.
Ready,
Foot
break.
on the gas.
Hut, go.
They will not crash. They will not got me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm copy. I do my dance.
Ready, ready.
Jump in the
Hit it.
stand. No man, no man. Oh, deal with the man. Like, guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do
Ready,
what they
ready.
can.
18
Got it on
Gator.
Smash. Foot on the
Hey,
gas.
orbit.
I will
Hut.
not crash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey,
Come on,
dash.
set.
Yeah.
Shoot.
They can't get good at lacking the stamina. Way too advanced, playing with amateurs. They're on attack when attacking like amateur. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leash, I'm a piece of
go.
my animal. Need the competition up
60
like I
outlaw.
know the game, like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do
Combo,
on the annual.
set,
If
go.
you keep the decision unanimous, hit dials. I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
Ready? 7. Hut.
Smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me
Let's go.
celebrate.
60 or.
I do my dance. Jump in the
Protein
stands.
spit.
No
Leaf
man,
grip.
no
Leaf
man.
grip.
Oh, deal with the plans. Started getting bust. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they
Here we go, here we go.
Got it on
18
smash.
Gator.
Foot in the
5.
gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard, dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I
On the
need
ready.
to win a trophy. I
Get
say
it.
I'm the best as I am. Just know that you're keeping it low key. I can call my D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He talking about making a name. I put on the
Crystal
catch. The
travel.
folks regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble.
Ready, ready.
In the jungle. Try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic.
Ready.
Watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating
80
every
weapons.
facet. Treat The pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on.
Now.
Smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Down. 50 plant.
100 yard dash.
Go. Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hit it. Let's go now. 6 to hut. Hut. 52. Rudolph Parker.
5 days straight, no rest. Oh,
Let's go.
Don't need no help. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep.
Ready, set.
Keep it on me, cause my name ring bells. People see me, can't help themselves. See me themselves. I wouldn't want to be anybody
Please grip. Please grip.
I used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it
Come on, set. 90 wolf.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my knees, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I wear my mask off. I don't get to take off. The haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never
70,
know, but
Indy.
I'm ready to stay
Now.
gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these matter for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I got a bitch in my situation. Looking at the view outside. I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go. I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go. I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime.
Ready?
It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Let's go now. 50 plant. Hut. Ready. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomb. Leaf river. Leaf river. On the set. 5. Ten Lobo. Get it.
I just got bags from Prada.
On the double. Ready, ready.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got
set.
It take a week
60
to count
Pittsburgh.
it. Then I'm
Now.
back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to
Ready,
him,
ready.
I never had one.
15
With
Lonnie.
a bad one.
Cut,
Made
go.
a meal today and they my last one.
Come on, set. 10-2 star. 6-6. Bullet high. Hit it. move.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know when you're mad, I'm on my feet. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up.
Got it.
Get back up.
Let's go.
You better call back up.
Say go.
I don't make it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you. Run up the cash,
Ready? Right up. Let's go. 18. Leaf River. Leaf River. Ready up. 5. Here we go, here we go. Get it. Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K.